We live, man, riding East Oakland, T101 with my boy. Talk to him.
Hey, I ain't got on the Bishops today. I got on the Kobe. Oh, let me glide over to you.
The Hoover Crips.
Oh no, if I be anything, I'll be Grape Street.
They got the Jordan
Them brothers, the Grape Street brothers, they real. I like them brothers, man. They good brothers. They got a good organization.
So man, I know you fresh out the hospital, man.
I don't say gang on
so I know you fresh out the hospital. So tell the people, man, how the surgery went.
It went pretty good. No, it went real good. Actually, the surgeon who did my.
It's always good when you have surgery and you get out and you walk and you still cool.
Oh, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
You already know that because I almost ended your life, and you would have had to ask. You wouldn't have been walking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
no, but for real, no, I had the little surgery. The doctor. Dr. Danny, he was pretty knowledgeable about what we were doing and what he was doing, and he told me if I have to what to be careful and what to watch out for in the future. And he said the things that can happen are very minor, but you know they can happen. So just gonna take it from there.
So I know it's a repeat, but tell the people what happened with your eye, what after the surgery. This is your second surgery. How long do it take you to get back in the ring? Can you spar? Just break that down so people can know.
Okay, so what happened, like a lot of boxers had these problems, but sometimes they keep it under wraps so they don't want you to know because then you kind of be considered damaged goods. So I had a detached retina, and it just came from I don't get hit a lot in sparring anyway, but it just came from over sparring too much. You know what I'm saying? Too much of a good thing, it could be bad. So I just was sparring.
So you was getting punched a lot?
No, I was just sparring too much, and then it starts to add up to being punched a lot, because if you sparring like every other day, doing 10, 12 rounds every other day, it don't matter if you not getting hit a lot, just the punches start to add up. And I'll be sparring with high-level guys and bigger guys. You know, I'll spar with Rudy Puga. I'll spar with Aaron Coley, Tony Hirsch. He a two-time world champion. That's WBC IBU. Shout out to Tone Hirsch. Just sparring those bigger guys, and that ain't always good because I'm fought at 54 and I can fight at welterweight, but you know these dudes fight at 160. You know that ain't always good for you. Every time you can spar with them for like 3 or 4 rounds, but then after that you start to tailor yourself down to lighter guys and easier work, so that way you don't have those type of problems with your eyes and shit. So they went to the back of my eye, fixed my retina, and then they the dude who did that, they didn't have the front of the eye doctor because the back of the eye doctors will fix the retina. Then the front of the eye doctors will put the lens in. So they took my lens out because I had a traumatic cataract. So after they did that, they never put a lens back in. So my vision was not clear for like a whole year. But I still could spar and shit and get back to it. But now they got it to where they put the lens back in. Now I just got to strengthen my eye back up and just let it heal. So that's what I'm doing now. And then I'm going to get back to this boxing shit. Just for a couple more fights, because now I'm me and my man T1, you know, my manager, hey auntie, if y'all know what that's from, you know what I'm saying?
Where that's from?
That's from Black Panther, and my homie Weezy, my sister, my manager, she got her own podcast called Hey Auntie. Check that out, you know what I mean? So, but basically, you know.
So how many days was your surgery ago?
It was 1 day, a 30-minute procedure.
No, I'm saying, like, how long ago was it?
It was last year, February 7th, 2017.
Yeah, no, I'm saying you recently just had surgery. How many days
the last surgery I just had, it was last Thursday. You know, and they told me to take a week off, don't lift weights or do nothing strenuous. So I've just been training my clients and just chilling out, listening to what they say, being compliant, and I'm going to wait a couple months and make sure my eye is healed fully, and then I'm going to get back, you know, to what I do. I'm going to go to Dallas, check out some people in Dallas, and then, you know, you be traveling, you know, me and T1 gonna be traveling. That's what we're gonna be doing.
So the surgery is your vision cool?
Yeah, it's cool, but it's still a little different because my eye is lazy, because it's a thing called it's strabismus, and then it's I think it's ablomapier. So it's a very hard terminology to say, but basically it's when your brain ignores your eye because you don't have clear vision, and so your brain just ignores it. So if you could see the camera, when I'm looking at the camera, my eye is looking this way because the vision is not totally clear.
Hold on, stay still. Let me get zoom in real quick.
Yeah, I'll take my hat off so they can see.
Okay.
You see how my eye is kind of lazy now, but when I close one eye, it go back straight because now my brain has to recognize that my eye is looking. So now I'm just wearing one patch on my eye So that
Slick Rick.
Yeah, I'm doing my Slick Rick joints. You know what I'm saying?
Lottie Dottie.
You know, Lottie Dottie. We came to party.
So
I will beat your ass. Don't tell nobody.
So if you give example, of like how like the division, like is it blurry, like drunk blurry? Is it blurry like you get punched and you just
no? Well, actually, it's not blurry because they put a lens in, so it's just kind of like foggy because they was throwing that shit back in my eye. But before, when my retina was gone, I had the cataract on there. It was like looking through a shower door. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, you could see through the shower door. You could see the silhouette of the person, but you can't find the details. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what it was looking like. But that's the thing. I was still, the sparring footage on the internet, my eye was blew out then. But that's how nice I am.
So you can still get somebody?
Yeah, I'll still beat your ass with one eye. Don't ever get that shit twisted.
You gonna get this work, nigga. I killed you.
Ever. Don't ever get it twisted, internet people. I will still smoke your ass in there.
See, that's what a lot of people want to know. They be like leaving comments talking about sparring and stuff like that. So when do you think you can get back in that and fight?
About 3 months I'll be back to sparring. I'm taking my time because it's me. I'm God. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do for me. I'm not about to be rushing and sparring and get injured. And that's why I don't understand why they keep saying that shit about like Keith Thurman and like other fighters. Like he went under the knife, bro. You can't just come back from under the knife and get in there with Errol Spence. You need 2 and 3 tune-ups to test it out. Now you see he back hurt again, which I told you he was gonna be hurt.
But you know what I think is with Keith Thurman? I think coming up, I think he was so vocal about who he wants to fight. He wants to unify this and unify that. He was very vocal about that.
Oh, that's fine and dandy.
then as soon as he get the belt, it was like totally different.
No, as soon as he got the belt, he got injured. What are you talking about? He got injured as soon as he got.
But him not trying to fight Errol Spence is
how he
crazy.
gonna fight somebody? He just went under the knife, bro. We just talked about it. That's like me trying to take a fight with my eye like this. You can't do that, bro. That don't make no sense on no level. That's why Kell Brooks' other eye got fucked up because he was like, man, this nigga Errol keep putting pressure on me. I'm gonna just take the fight. Then he got in there and his other eye got. You got to take time off, bro.
So he's off now for what?
He off now. He re-injured again.
So he probably gonna have to.
Bro, listen, bro. This is part of boxing. When you doing this, so when you go under the knife on this part of your arm, it's not just like right here on the forearm, or it's a joint, a movement, and he right-handed, or that could be his jab or his hook. If that's blew out, bro, you go into a fight, bro, it's not gonna be the same fight.
So how much longer you think he can?
Man, he can take his time. Take your time.
So if he's off a year, you think he should?
I don't care if he off 5 years. Take your time. Don't let these boys rush you out here to get in there and get smoked. That's not how the game works. That's not how pro boxing work. When you injured, you come back off. Ali took 3 years off with no injury, came back and took mad tune-ups before he got back in there with Joe Frazier. Got back in there with Joe Frazier and still got beat because he was off for 3 years. He should have took a year and a half to get back.
That's kind of not a good example.
No, that's a great example.
How Ali mind frame is.
It don't matter.
Probably a good way he should have did something different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, ain't no mindset. How you gonna tell me what the mindset is? And I'm the boxer.
My point is right now, right? A lot of older fighters, they don't even talk right.
Yeah, but we talking about Ali. The years, 3 years he took off, them was his prime years. So he wasn't really out of his prime after them 3 years. He wasn't old Ali then. That was his first fight with Frazier. And he still should have took more time to get back, and he would have beat Frazier. He took one fight against Bonavita, and I think Bonavita, and then he fought Frazier. That's not enough. He was off for 3 years. If you off for 3 years, at least take 2 years to get back. Just keep taking tune-ups. Even Ali would have lost when he was in his prime to Frazier. You know what I'm saying? And it's because he came back from a 3-year layoff.
If you do have a take off a little bit and you do have a tune-up, I think the tune-up should be something.
Wait, you can't think what a tune-up should be because you never boxed.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, as a fan, from a fan perspective.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Fans can't tell you shit about boxing if you ain't never boxed. So from a fan perspective, you can speak from a fan perspective, but you can't say what you want another boxer to do because you're not a boxer.
No,
and that's what I'm telling you. It's like if Adrian Peterson got hurt when he blew out his ACL, you say, man, I think he should be back in 6 months. Man, fuck that. We need Adrian out there, and he ain't even better yet. You see what I'm saying? Like, how you telling me he should be out there in 6 months? You've never played in the NFL. Let that man get back on his time. And that's what I'm saying. When you box, bro, it's the hardest craft out of anything. So when you get injured, it's fighters that get the flu when they in camp, And when you got the flu, you can't spar or nothing.
Okay, but with Keith Thurman, right?
Yeah.
He's the top welterweight in the division.
Hey,
he's
man,
the
this
big
my
dog.
man James, bro. He about to steal you. You just this like my bodyguard. We a family though. We ain't positivity.
Okay, but
go ahead.
I'm saying is, okay, Keith Thurman is at the top of the welterweight division, right?
Yeah.
He's the big dog, 2 titles.
Yes.
So when you at the top of the pinnacle, you have people that want to take your spot,
Yes.
right? So if he's been inactive for too long, do you think it's fair for other fighters that's trying to get to that spot just because of his injury?
I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you how they do it. I'm gonna tell you from a business standpoint. At that point, then it's up to the promoter and the sanctioning body he got the belts with. See, that's a lot of people don't know.
Okay, from a fan perspective,
You
think it's
there is
fair?
no perspective for a fan. The fan's perspective is only to enjoy the entertainment of boxing.
True, right.
You understand that? So his perspective can be, yeah, we want Keith Thurman to fight Errol, but he hurt. We want so? No, ain't no so. Because you got to reverse the roles. If Errol Spence was hurt and he had surgery, he would be doing the same thing. Whether you like it or not, he would. He wouldn't just be trying to hop in there with no Keith Thurman off rip. Ain't about being tough.
But at the same time, I think boxing has like totally changed the way like the fans and the demographic of things in the ring go on, as far as like money, and as far as like, yeah, a person can be hurt, but at the end of the day, I think boxing is more related about the money. It's not related on the health and like he say, like how Muhammad Ali took 3 years off to you know what I'm saying?
He didn't take it off, but they had to.
He had to.
Yeah.
But it's boxers that's, you know what I'm saying, that I feel like that can and want to fight, but yet they're scared, or yet it's not enough money for them to go on and take that challenge and just be like, you know what, this is a perfect example for me to, you know, be at the top. But at the end of the day, everybody is like, the odds are against you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be like the number 3 or the number 4 contender, but if you're going up against a number 1 contender, it's like, man, that number 1 contender better, you know what I'm saying, show out, or it ain't gonna be enough revenue.
Yeah, or it could be a flip side. You know, it's what they say, it's a more of a risk than a reward.
Exactly.
So if you fight somebody that you know that's kind of good, but not generating money, but if you lose, then your stock gonna drop.
But at the end of the day, you got your name out there that you fought that man though.
See, and that's the part that I want to be on. And that's what I'm saying.
But we live in a time it ain't really like that. Back in the days, it was like that.
No, but now,
you know why it ain't like that? Now it is though.
You know why it ain't like that?
I think it comes back around in a, you know what I'm saying, just like with style.
Because okay, back in the day,
I'm gonna tell y'all why.
Back in the day, a fighter would lose, it'd be like, man, that's a good fight. It was a tough fight because you don't really see it that much. Now, since we have social media, you get knocked out. They making a meme on you.
Right. But at the same time, it's like, okay, look at Tyson. Tyson used to just go in there. You knew what was going to happen in like 2 seconds. People are not entertained by that no more. Okay, we know he got power, but like, bring on like a show. And mostly boxers try to like go on like longer rounds to put on the show. Yeah, they might look sluggish in the 5th to the 7th round and then pick it back up. But like I say, I think everything nowadays is just sugar coated and, you know, watered down, because at the end of the day, people know who gonna win and what's gonna happen at the end of the fight. Yeah, it might be like little glitches here and there, but at the end of the day, I think everything is all politicked. You know what I'm saying? To where
what's up, blood?
You got contenders out here that's calling out cats and they don't even want to step up to the plate because they scared, or the money not right. It's not like, you know what I'm saying, LeBron can be like, okay, Jordan, let me play you when you was, you know what I'm saying, back in '89, and we can see who the best. You know what I'm saying? You can't, it's no comparison. Like, it's either you gonna do it or you not. You know what I'm saying? This is what the sport is about. It's about taking on a challenge. It's not about, you know, oh, let's see who gonna get the best revenue or the most money, or let's see who gonna, you know what I'm saying, if I fight this dude, will just give me enough credit to fight the other
hey, bro, chill. Anyway, listen.
Like,
let me tell you why these niggas. let me tell you why these homies, why the boxers, because they let the fans dictate what's going on in the world, and that ain't how popular culture works. So, for example, when rappers, back then when you watch TV, you wanted to be like the rapper. The rapper didn't want to do what the regular people was doing. You see what I'm saying? So now you got a lot of people out here, a lot of rappers, they taking on what the fans doing when you was supposed to be the look that person. And it's like that with boxing. The fans are saying, oh, he lost, he ain't shit, and then the boxers is riding with it. And when you the boxer, you say, yeah, I lost, but I lost against a good fighter. and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give my all the next fight, and then that's what you do. You gotta put that energy out there. So now the fans gonna say, oh, well, okay, he lost. Fuck it, he lost against the best fighter.
Right.
Yeah, I talk shit before I fight. That's part of the game. I'm entertaining. I'm gotta bring something to the fight. It's revenue.
Right.
But I get in there, I train hard, and I gave it my all. And y'all be back to see me again and leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? But you can't let the fans like try to dictate how you do it. Because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're there to watch you. Yeah, they paying and they part of the revenue to watch you, but they still there to watch you perform.
Yeah.
They can't do what you do. So if you lose, win, or draw, you need to be confident in either. Yeah, I draw, I gave him my all. Yeah, I lost, I gave him my all. Yeah, I won. I want to shout out to my competitor. He's a good competitor. Talk your shit and then let that be that. But you can't let the fans dictate how you feel about the win or the loss, and that's what's going on out here.
So you can't fight for the fans. You gotta fight for yourself.
You can't fight for the fans because the fans don't be in there. I said it before. When Gerald McClellan fought Nigel Benn and he got injured his brain, none of the fans that love Gerald McClellan went over there and took care of that man. Yeah. Nobody's taking care of Terry Norris.
You know, a good example is that is Floyd. Floyd always say, man, I fight for the fans. I mean, I fight for myself. I don't fight for
yourself. You can't fight for no fans.
I'm not finna get in there and get smacked around and all that.
That's not what boxing is about. It's about hit and not get hit. If you didn't have no rules in boxing and holding and all that, if you didn't have no rules, the #1 rule is protect yourself at all times, hit and not get hit. So that lets you know what boxing is about without knowing all the intricate details. So if I take two people, put them in the ring, I say, hey, y'all about to fight. Protect yourself at all times and hit and not get hit. That's boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's not about going toe to toe, taking punches, trying to be tough. Because in the long run, that's not tough. The toughest man is the smartest man in there. You know what I'm saying? Be smart about it. Be technical. Move your damn head. If your style if your style is like more of the stereotypical Mexican style, you gotta add some head movement in there. That's part of the practice. That's part of the game. You need me to get somewhere else?
Yeah, you good right here. Yeah, you good right there.
That's part of the game. You gotta learn nuances, how to move your head, how to learn a proper jab, how to do different things. That's what boxing is about. You know what I mean? I always compare it to European and American basketball. So over here in American basketball, but see, LeBron is kind of changing it. But back then, if you 7 feet, what are you?
8 feet.
If you 7 feet and you playing basketball, what are you? A center.
Okay.
You playing the big man position. That's over here though. But when you go overseas, it's a different story. They teach you every skill of basketball, whether you tall or short.
The fundamentals.
They teach you all the fundamentals. Because you're a big man, you need to learn how to shoot the three. You need to learn how to handle. You need to learn how to pass. That's why we got Dirk. That's why we got Porzingis. And over here with boxing, it's like everybody is so in tune to their own style. And I think the best boxers are a mesh of all the styles. So you take Terrence Crawford. He the new best up and coming. Terrence Crawford has every skill that you can have. Inside work, body work, outside, can switch left or right-handed. I'm not saying every fighter should do that, but he can fight inside, outside, box you on the move, stay right there, get on the inside and work you. Then you got some fighters that can only box. So then when you put a boxer in there with a pressure fighter, that's when you get that saying, styles make fights. But when you put Terrence Crawford in there with anybody, styles don't make fights then, because he got all the styles. So no matter what style you can do, he gonna trump you every time. Because you coming forward, I'm gonna box your dumb ass. Or you going for him, I'm gonna put pressure on you. Or you want this inside work, you throwing wild shit, bang, bang, and down go, stop you to the body. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of fighters don't be want to fight him, because they know he gonna do whatever it takes to win. It ain't about showing being tough, and you know he is street with it, and he gonna be on your head.
He be calling some motherfuckers out there punching.
Yeah.
Like, man, hit me.
Hit me, and that's right there, when people know that, they ain't really trying to fight you then. Because now you like, I'm a street nigga with it.
Is that like a psychological thing? Like you fight somebody and then you like daring them to punch you? Is that
yeah, bro, I'm telling you, I fought somebody. When you fighting people, bro, in a real fight, and you just say you fighting, right? And you know your best shot is this one right here, like the right hook or something, kind of like overhandy, and you just working, right? For example, like when Canelo hit Golovkin, you just be like, yeah, and then the nigga just be like, he don't even do nothing. He just be like, you be like, oh my God, I just hit this man with everything, and he just walking like, You be like, and that shit alone, you be like,
You know, it's a good one. The Winky Right when he fought Sugar Shane.
yeah, that's a good one.
That was a good
when you
one.
drop your hands, but even though Sugar Shane kind of hurt Winky, but it's still showing him, nigga, you too small for me, for real.
Yeah.
I'm Winky Right is kind of big, bro. He about Aaron size, pause. And his defense is too tight, and Shane is only my height. So that's not good, you know what I'm saying? And then Winky Right just like, man, you can't hurt me. Bang, little jab, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, you know what I mean? And your southpaw. So yeah, psychologically it fuck with your mind because you giving him your best and he just acting like, but the thing is, once you start being confident with that shit, then it'll start to break that man down. So once you hit him like, bang, and he act like, oh no, oh you walking through shit, huh? I'm like, walk through this, and you keep touching him. Oh, you still walking through shit? You start talking to him, bang, bang, hitting his ass hard. Eventually, when you start going to them guts, that bring that true bitch up out of there, and then he'll back up off you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so what in today's world, what do you consider boxing as like today's fashion of sport? What sport can you compare boxing to?
You can't, because he asked me that question the other day when we did an interview, why you can't play boxing.
But I'm saying this. I'm saying like as far as like and belt wise and just basically climbing up the ladder. Like you know what I'm saying?
Nothing is
so
like
you don't think like martial arts has
no, I mean like MMA, any combat sport where you fighting somebody, then yeah, but other than that, nothing is like combat sports. I don't give a fuck if it's karate, point fighting, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu,
but I'm
anything
just saying but it's belt and it's levels to get to the type of belts. And it's levels to get to like
I would say boxing is the hardest out of all the sports because
just fundamental wise or just
no, because
wise?
it's so much, it's so simple. If you understand what I'm saying.
But some people, hold
on.
Some people can rap, some people can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But play hoop, some people can't.
But let me tell you about the boxing. Why it's so hard? Because this is all you got right here.
Right, but some
this, these, and this. And you know this is the jab. You know this is the right. You know this is the hook. You know these are the uppercuts. And them is the hooks to the body. So if you know that already, now you just got a time. Now I got.
But what if you don't?
No, but that's if you boxing, you know it.
But I'm saying in today's world, you're not just finna just walk outside.
No, you're not.
Right. I'm just saying. In the boxing world, meaning like the gym. But I'm saying like as far as like boxing
a regular
world
nigga going into the no.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't get his ass killed in there.
You know,
you don't get his ass killed in there.
One thing about boxing and is different from like basketball, football.
Exactly.
You by yourself. If you fuck up, you don't have somebody that can bring you, that can help you out or something like that. It's all you. Right then and at that time. So every like, move you make is very strategic.
But I'm just saying, like, in today's society, I'm thinking, like, okay, modern people do know how to fight. Let's just say you just had that ability to, like, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna be going in no boxing ring thinking you
but I'm saying,
absolutely
in today's
not.
age, I'm saying it's people that's getting gifted now.
Getting over on certain things.
Getting over, and it's like, okay,
well,
just like with him. I'm gonna just use you for an example. With him, I think he's an incredible fighter. I think he doesn't get enough chances and publicity for his, you know what I'm saying, his talent. But you could be a weak scrub dude, like out of nowhere. Yeah, you might have fought one dude and he probably had a name and you did some damage, but he probably did like about 60-70% more damage than the homeboy with a record of like 5 cats that's like, ooh, he didn't, you know what I'm saying, he didn't put some niggas in the dirt. To whereas one cat that just had one fight and now he just rise up and it's just like, you know what I'm saying, and that's why I say with the sports industry, I think everybody is getting overlooked because of the image that they portray. Meaning like, okay, he's from Ohio, but yeah, he's from Oakland, so it's like, oh, depending on where you from, like it just seemed like New York and Philly cats just get all the love.
That's just you know why? But that's just like the market of the city you in. Right. It's not really the person's fault. Cause you know, I mean, New York, that's a big market. You know, like for example,
Vegas
like,
too. Put it like this: the reason why LeBron left Cleveland the first time because the market it has nothing to do with him not winning there.
Yeah.
it's the market is so small. They gotta make big moves to get these big players in. Because first of all, nobody wants to come to Cleveland. It's freezing.
Right.
Yeah. Like, would you rather work in Cleveland or Miami?
Miami.
All right then.
Because it's
whether you're from Ohio or not.
Right.
Listen, I'm from Akron, Ohio, bro. I love it.
Right.
I hate the city, but I love it.
Right.
But would I rather live in Akron or would I live in Oakland? Come on, bro.
Right.
Exactly. There's no hate against my own city. Exactly. But come on, bro. It's sunny every day.
Right.
I think what boxing shows more of true talent, like with singing. Like somebody can rap and you can like create a song to them. Like you say, all right, man, rap something. They can spit something. But when somebody know how to sing, it's a little more different. It shows like real more talent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It shows a little bit more talent.
Right. Because for one, you could work on your singing voice, but like it's one of them things like you ain't got it. You ain't got it. Like,
right.
Put it like this: can Drake sing?
He can harmonize. He good enough.
But can Tory Lanez sing?
Yeah. Tory Lanez.
You see what I'm saying? Right. Drake got a singing coach, but Tory Lanez taught himself.
So it's kind of like with music. You can have something that kind of can overshadow your talent, especially nowadays. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't really swag. Yeah, you ain't a good image. You ain't really got to say as much. But in boxing, you can't. Once you get in a ring with somebody, you can't.
That's why it's the purest.
Yeah.
That's why it's the purest.
It's the purest, but yet it's still
politics in there.
And it's still. You still have to be on top of your game as far as like showboating and having
but see the thing with the boxing though, the politics only take you so far, blood. Yeah. Because if you can't fight, you can't fight.
Right.
Yeah.
And when the moment they put you in there with a nigga who can fight, all the politics in the world ain't gonna be able to save you.
Right. Yeah.
So you could put anybody, one of these high boxers, Amir Khan, any Birdo, any one of these guys, and say don't nobody know me, and then I get in there, clip the nigga, knock him straight out. Yeah. They're gonna be like, how did he? Right. But I've always been better than them. But they've been in the amateurs, the politics. Right. They grew. They making money for certain groups of people. They gonna blast them up, and then even on top of that, after I clip him and knock him out, they never gonna use me again because I done fucked up your money. I done stepped on your play. Right. So now they're going to be like, you know what? He ain't the dude to fight. Right. We're not going to get him no more work. Right. So you got to understand.
That's politics. Right.
You got to think. You put $1 million into this fighter. You going to put that nigga in there with me?
Right. Nah.
No.
That's what I ain't going to do.
You just blew $1 million. Right. Even though you got $1 million, you can't keep doing that.
So that's another thing what you touched up on. Like nowadays, boxing is more. It's a business.
Right.
So if you invest in your money on this fighter, like you got all your money invested in this fighter, you wouldn't. If he ain't ready, you ain't want to put him again with the wolves. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna feed him with the wolves. That's why
Anthony Joshua is not fighting Deontay Wilder. He's trying to prolong it because he's just not ready yet. Yeah. He just not ready for that right hand. He don't got no D. And once Deontay turned that right hand over and then hit him, we seen how he gonna act because Klitschko put him down. And Deontay Wilder hit harder than Klitschko. Right. Like Nassim Richardson said, when the last time you seen somebody get knocked out with their hands up?
Right.
Like this.
Right.
And a motherfucker punching through your gloves and knock you out sleep.
Right.
That don't really be happening. So that lets you know, even if Anthony Joshua could take a right hand, he ain't gonna be able to take him like that.
What you rate his last performance?
I rated a -50. He looked like shit in there. Call a spade.
Oh man, what's up with your UK boy, man? Did you watch the fight?
I did. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Garbage in there.
I can't imagine that nigga was wild.
That's what I'm trying to tell people, and they don't want to believe me.
What? It was a negative what?
A -1,000.
Man, hold on. But a couple weeks ago, you was kind of bigging him up, saying he had his skills.
I know.
Listen. I told you.
You asked me about his performance against Parker. You didn't ask me about his all-around skill. His performance against Parker was a -1,000.
It was waste management.
Listen, bro. When you in there with somebody who fighting like this, and they got a good jab, and you in there like this, that ain't gonna work. Because even though your fundamentals is good, he got fundamentals and he got swag with it. And you just like this. And it's the only jab you throwing, you're not going to be able to catch that man. And you're not moving your head. You just like this. Yeah, that's good against Charles Martin and Brazil and all them cats. But that ain't good against Wilder. Because then once he... he don't move his head. He walking to you like this.
You think it'll go the distance with him?
That's not gonna go the distance. How could it? Has Wilder ever been a distance?
Nope.
All right, he did one time against Laverne, but then he came back and put him.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so but he ain't never been a distance then.
Yeah.
He got 100% knockout ratio.
So what do you think it'll take for Anthony Joshua? You think he don't got the goods, or you just
he got the goods.
Lackluster performance.
You need to listen. When you that fundamental and straight up and down, you need to add wrinkles to your fundamentals. You just can't be fundamentally sound. You need to add wrinkles to your fundamentals. You can't just be walking to a man like this a whole fight. That's one look. You gotta be here. You gotta be here. If your hands don't move, you at least gotta be here. Changing levels. Moving your head. See, this gives you different options. Right here. So my hands can be here, but this is giving me one option. But look when I go here and I jab. Look when I go here and I jab. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look when I go here and throw the left, the right or the left. With Anthony Joshua right hand. If I go here, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look when I go here. Yeah. So but if you just right here doing this, that's all you gonna throw. And then as a boxer, I know where your hands is at, and I train for that every day. I'm gonna slip that shit, and that's all Parker was doing.
How many American fighters Anthony Joshua got on his belt that he beat?
2. Brazil and Charles Martin. He probably got a couple more though. I really don't pay attention to dude like that because once I've watched so much boxing, and I'm used to watching Sugar Ray Leonard, Pernell Whitaker, George Benton, James Toney. When I'm watching them dudes and I'm watching these new local jokers, it's just not the same.
What's the difference? And tell the people.
It's the skill level is just way different. If you don't believe, watch James Toney sparring. It's the skill level just way different. Everybody got D. Everybody know how to use their shoulder to block shit. Everybody was comfortable in their style, and they just be working. Like you just gotta watch. If you take a video and put Sugar Ray Leonard right here and put some of these new fighters right here, it's not even comparable.
So okay,
it's like Jordan against Bill Russell.
So it's just like saying the rappers back in the day is not compared to the rappers. The rappers now ain't compared to rappers. No. So it's the same in boxing. So why is that? What's the difference?
It's the same because back then people was worried about their craft, and it was a whole different set of morals and just everything tied into it. It was just different. Like back then, people wanted to be the best. They don't give a fuck about this money. Their money was gonna be there. They want to be the best. So when Sugar Ray Leonard say I'm the best, and Tommy Hearns like, no, I'm the best. All right, nigga, let's get this work then. You out? All right, hey, this my man James.
So
watch out, SDU.
SDU.
Style defines you. Get your shirt.
Let me get the shirt, man.
The front. What is you doing? Hey, bro, get your shirt. Hey, no, you back up. Hey, bro, he one of the reasons though, for real, why I be hitting so hard because he used to wear the body protector.
I'm a body dude.
And I used to go to his body.
But I get up in there though with anybody.
And he be hitting hard.
The sweater is kind of like a thing for Black Panther.
It's just Black Panther. SDU. You can check us out. You know what I'm saying? SDU. StyleDefinesYou.com. Look me up. Straight like that. JSDU. And we here. Salute, man.
What's up?
Hey, we gonna link up. Yeah, we gonna get this work, and then we can do it.
Shout out to the shooter too.
Right.
Shout out to the shooter, man.
All right. Yeah, so it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, the boxers nowadays is, you say, different from the boxers back in the days.
Yeah, it's the same as rap.
Same as rap.
It's same with rap with lyricism.
So you think people ain't really on a craft like how it was back in the day?
But you know, I can understand it because, you know, some of these people was literally just trying to get out the hood, bro. So that's why I can't fault them. And another rapper was saying that, like, kind of like on, not the Breakfast Club, when he used to be on Everyday Struggle. Like, he was just saying, man, you gotta understand, Jeezy was saying it. Shout out to Young Jeezy, man. He was saying that, man, you gotta remember, a lot of these kids is just trying to feed their families, bro. It ain't about being the most lyrical, because if I could just put some shit together and get my family from out this situation, and that's what it is. And if that's the case, I understand that, because some of these kids ain't never talking about they trying to be the best lyrical. But then I understand the older guys, because the message you putting out is kind of like, you know, it's not good. It's not a good message.
In all honesty, I was looking at this episode of Dream Champs with Noriega. They were saying, look at the shoes they have to fill. So if an artist coming out nowadays, he coming up under Tupac, Lil Wayne,
I don't give a fuck
Jay-Z,
about none. Nope, that's not an excuse.
Eminem.
Not an excuse.
Nah, but I'm saying, like, them dudes, like, you trying to compete with those dudes, bruh, it's like too much.
Hell
it's too much, man.
Hey, you. When you see somebody better than you, do you want to be better than them, or you just like, no, he too much? All right then. Now I don't give a fuck if you Eminem, Tupac. I'm trying to be the god at this.
I like Floyd. Like who?
No, Floyd wanted to be better than them cats. That's why he was as good.
You got some. It's some big shoes to fill.
I don't care, but now people gotta fill Floyd's shoes, and it can be done. But you gotta believe in you. You can't say, no, I can't fuck with that dude like that. Okay. I'm gonna just stay in this line.
But you know what, Floyd, right?
Yeah.
So somebody said they do want to be Floyd, but as soon as you get that one L, you ain't Floyd no more.
It don't matter.
He ain't got no L.
But you gotta remember, Sugar Ray Leonard again had 5 or 6 losses.
But like you
and
said,
is he still Sugar Ray?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
But he's not Floyd.
It don't matter because if I love Floyd, but me and my dude argue back and forth who would beat who. It don't matter your losses. It's your skill set. You gotta remember, Sugar Ray Leonard lost to who? He lost to Duran. He lost to then he lost kind of like later on in his career. He lost to Terry Norris, Hector Camacho. That was way later. The prime Sugar Ray was undefeated, bro.
But what made Floyd was the O. Like he was going off that O. Like I'm undefeated. So that kind of made him.
I don't think the O made Floyd.
I think it had a little lot to do with it.
It had a little bit to do with it, but what made Floyd is how he was doing niggas in there. Because at the end of the day, Danny Garcia had an O for a long time. Was he anything like Floyd?
No.
Was he selling like Floyd?
No.
All right then. So you can't just blame it on the O. You got his craft.
Big sales toward the end of his career though.
No, he made Floyd was a millionaire, bro.
I know that, but I'm saying his big.
But of course, but that take time. Niggas ain't gonna pay you no $100 million and you just a rookie. But you gotta remember, Floyd told Lou DiBella to his face, listen, this contract you trying to give me is slave shit. Like this, I'm the best fighter in the world. I'm gonna beat all these fighters and I'm gonna retire with an O. Lou DiBella looked at that man and say, bro, you tripping. The last motherfucker to do that was Rocky Marciano. And you trying to step in some shoes you can't. Floyd was, man, what, nigga? All right, I'm out. And you see what he did. You see what he did. So it's up to you to want to be better. It ain't up to like, it ain't up to just looking at somebody and say, no, I can't feel them shoes. It's up to you. You gotta get you there.
But we in a time where people, they try to fight like Floyd, they try to do little antics like Floyd. So I think a lot of people are really comparing their career and they moves off Floyd.
I would too. Why wouldn't you? He the best. That's like saying, how old are you?
23.
23. Who did you grow up watching basketball? Cause you young as hell. LeBron, the Kobe. So when you was playing basketball, who was you trying to be like in your mind, for real? Kobe. All right. Is anything wrong with that?
No.
No. Cause why?
Cause he good.
Cause he the truth.
Yeah.
So when I'm boxing, why am I not trying to be like Floyd? Why am I not trying to be like Ali? Like these motherfuckers is the best. Like you gotta try to be like the best. You have to emulate somebody, a champion, to become a champion. You can't look at local jokers and think you're gonna be no champ. How do that work?
So you gotta follow your own step, follow somebody's steps to make your own journey.
Yes, that was a good bar. That's bar.
That's like Drake and Lil Wayne.
That's like yes. You gotta follow somebody's steps to create your own journey.
That's a quote. That's a meme right there, right?
You can't just come out the womb like, nigga, I'm doing my own. Yeah. Because life don't work like that. No,
you need that knowledge.
You need it. Listen, I'm gonna hit you with these bars real quick. We all know where the cradle of civilization started in Africa. So everything come out of there. They was the first. So when you need to learn something, you need to go back there and learn. You can't learn nothing higher than that.
Go back to the roots.
You need to go back to the roots.
Yeah.
For everything, and then everything else after that will make even more sense. So, put an example. When I was trying to learn the Philly shell, Floyd is so good at the shell, it's kind of hard to learn it. So, when I really got better at it, I started watching a guy who invented it, and his name was George Benton. And once I seen how George Benton do it, then I said, okay, now I know what Floyd doing. Floyd is the highest. Floyd is like LeBron now, but then I had to watch who LeBron said he watched to learn how to mesh that shit together. You feel me?
What Magic Johnson, Oscar Robertson.
Magic Johnson, Oscar Robertson. So then you watch them guys, you say, okay, I see why LeBron is doing what he's doing. So those guys kind of fit his basketball sense, how he want to play. Then if you watching Kobe, you already know who he watched. So you go back and watch Jordan. And then what you do, you watch both of them and you take from both and create your own. How your body move, how you turn around, how you jab, you know, how you shell. Because James Toney did the shell too, but it didn't look nothing like Floyd's. It was whole different, but it was still the shell. You feel me? So it's just, you know, you got to look at somebody, and you better be looking at a champion. You can't be looking at no, how you looking at somebody 50 and 100, and you talking about, I'm going to look at him because I'm going to be a champion. He never was a champion. That's what I'm saying.
So this past week, the fight with Canelo and Triple G got canceled.
What you should have, because if you cheating, you cheating.
And Canelo,
and I love Canelo.
Triple G about to fight Gary. I call him.
He ain't.
I call him Soda Pop. You remember Mike Tyson?
Triple G so weak, bro.
You remember Mike Tyson?
Soda Popinski?
Yeah. Oh. That's what dude look like. Have you seen a picture of him?
He about to fight Soda Pop.
You want to fight Soda Pop?
Oh, y'all kids just don't know what y'all missing.
You see
y'all never had Nintendos. We used to be playing Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Have you?
See, he know. How old is you, blood? 35. I'm 38. Yeah, nigga, I had a Nintendo, bro. I only had one game, Mario Brothers. That's it. And it came out in 1985. And it was like the state of the art shit. It didn't look nothing like GT Audio. All you could do was, you add up, down, left, right, start, select, A and B. That's it. That's it. And you was rocking with it all day. I remember at one home, he used to play the video game all day. That's it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You know how dude look?
No, let me sing so I can. Triple G so weak because he could fight Charlo, he could fight Billy Joe Saunders, he could fight Danny Jacobs, he could have fought Gilberto Ramirez. That's Boo Boo. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all about Triple G. He don't want to fight nobody for real because he could have fought Danny Jacobs and did numbers. Niggas want to see that rematch, but you fight somebody we don't even know. That don't even make sense.
Gilberto Ramirez.
He could have fought any of them cats, bruh. He ain't trying to fight for real. That's how I know he ain't trying to fight. That bad, but what is he doing with his beard?
He look like the picture from the A's back in the day.
Oh no, this is the picture to let me know right here. I'm gonna show y'all what I be looking at when I look at photos. No, bring the camera up here. This is what I'm looking at. Look at Cuz, bruh. Come on, man. This is your opponent. Triple G, this is your opponent, bro. Look at this dude, bro. Look, turn on, man. Come on, man. Y'all supporting this shit? Hey, man, look at this shit. Look at who Triple G fighting, young boy. Come on, man. For real?
Who that?
Exactly.
Who that? Oh, yeah, Mike Jones.
Exactly.
Who that?
Who is dude, cuz?
That's Soda Pop.
I mean, he might be good, but this picture don't let me know that.
They fighting on Spike?
Man, whatever. I don't want to see that shit, man. Get that shit up out of here. Triple G, you weak for that, bruh. Abel Sanchez, you weak. Oh, you weak, man.
So he weak. That's a weak fight.
That's weak, because the nigga got a gold medal and he grown as fuck. Like, what is you doing? He like Triple G like 37, 36.
He 38.
38. Why are you still fighting crumbs? And you got a silver medal. Yeah. You didn't come up like getting it the hard way because you had a little amateur background. You had a silver medal.
He fighting who that? And he fighting Soda Popivsky.
That's somebody I should be fighting to get my weight up. Like, come on, bro. It's so many people, and people gonna ride with Triple G.
But okay, look,
shit weak.
But he fighting. Okay, Triple G fighting dude within like a month. So
I don't care.
They ain't enough time to
Demetrius Andre said he ready right now for May.
But Triple G ain't prepared for that.
Yeah, he been training for Canelo.
No, but I'm saying if you prepare yourself for one other fighter.
But it don't matter because now you know you're not fighting him, so you gotta just prepare. You already training, so it don't matter.
You think he at the top of the level? He ain't got that. He gotta fight. He gotta fight some stiff cunt.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hello. You done? All right, I'll be there. All right. So look, this is why I'm gonna say why you gotta fight some stiff comp. Because he was on his way to fight stiff comp. So it don't matter. If he was fighting like a little tune-up and then somebody wanted to sub in and they was like tough like Andre, then no. But you was about to fight Canelo. So you might as well train for Andre, or fight Gilberto Ramirez, or fight one of these other Danny Jacobs, Canelo right-handed.
Definitely one of the Charlos.
One of the Charlos, anything. But that nigga ain't trying to fight nobody. He not trying to fight the Charlos.
He ain't trying to get nobody no
No, he not. No, absolutely not. You know it like I know it, bro.
So it's another fight that just popped up. Lucas Matiste versus Manny Pacquiao.
Pacquiao, I love you, bro.
I got Pacquiao to win that fight.
I don't, because Pacquiao older, bro, and that's not a good fight for him.
You don't think so?
He too old, bro.
So you think the machine gonna win?
Yes.
I don't think so.
You know why? Because he's super tough.
He been in there with who gonna win that fight, bro? Who gonna win it?
Lucas Matisse.
Oh, this gonna be the before picture,
But he
man.
fight fuck around and stop him, too.
Stop with Pacquiao?
Yeah, bro. He been stopped before.
That's true. Lucas Matisse been stopped.
Yeah, but he been stopped by Victor Postol. Pacquiao been stopped by Marquez brutally by a knockout. And then he ain't the same. And he ain't been the same after the Floyd fight, because his confidence ain't the same.
Yeah,
Floyd, fuck you. Floyd.
It's kind of like he going
when
down.
Floyd beat you, he beat you up here. And this is why fighters don't be the same after Floyd. It ain't just a punishment. He beat you up here because you thought you was good. But then when he showed you all the little mistakes you be making, you never even knew you made those mistakes, and you be like, damn.
Only one fighter kind of surpassed after he lost to Floyd was Canelo. And that's probably due to
he was young. But that's why Anthony Joshua need to fight Deontay Wilder early, because he's still kind of young, and then he could come back from it. That's why I'm saying that. But the more you prolong it, you lose and get knocked out, bro. You're not gonna be the same because you prolonged it too long. Ain't no coming back.
So you think Matiste can stop him?
Yup. Heck, dog, he's one of the hardest welterweight punchers. He was the hardest puncher at 140. And Matisse ain't like, I mean, you gotta understand. Danny Garcia, if you come to him, he know how to like box you. Like he be calm, boom, 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 touching you. Like he did Brandon Rios. Even though Matisse come way harder and be punching way harder, Pacquiao don't have that type of temperament.
That's because Danny Garcia got good timing.
He do in spots, but he got more of a brain. Pacquiao only gonna do this. Pacquiao is literally only gonna do this. And Matisse be hitting too hard. The moment he run into anything and get hit, he gonna be like, and Matisse gonna get you out of there, bruh. He be hitting too hard. Them Argentinians be hitting hard. Matisse, Diego Chavez, Maidana, all them is Argentinian fighters, bruh. They be hitting hard.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Sergio Martinez.
That's true.
Like, bruh, that's what I'm saying. Pacquiao he good, but then at this age and off the punishment he took, Matisse not a good fight.
You gotta think that's probably where they from. Argentinians are more like with the power, and then if you look at more like Cuban fighters are more technical.
Yeah, that's just the style that they choose to do. It's all about footwork with them.
So it's another one coming up. Your boy Laura and her.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm going with Laura. Who you going with?
I'm going with her. Her like to throw a lot of punches. He got beard. I don't think Laura can. Laura gonna have to be on his bike, but I think to win he can't be on his bike. And I think if he's not on his bike,
I think that's what's gonna make him win. Because if you try to stand there with her, that's not the good fight.
Then Angulo dropped Laura, right?
He did twice, but Angulo punched harder.
As fuck.
But he punched. It don't matter. He punched harder. He timed him, and he punched harder than. See, people is so hyped up on speed, but timing beats speed. So when Laura's so fast, he was just going this way on the left hand, and Angulo timed him. Oh, you going that way? Bang! Dropped him. Then he dropped him again. But like I said, Angulo don't move his head. Laura kept hitting him with the straight left. Had him looking with the Cro-Magnon forehead. He looked like a caveman, like the Geico dude.
So you think Laura got it?
Yeah, I think Laura got it because Herb be getting hit too much.
Well, I mean, I don't think Laura ain't really got no. He ain't really been knocking people out. So I
talking to niggas who don't know nothing about boxing makes me mad. At that level, it's not about getting knocked out, bruh. Everybody ain't. Deontay Wilder the only person knocking people out. All these other fighters are not doing what he doing. They going 12 rounds. The fight gonna go 12, but if Hurd ain't moving his head, he's gonna run into so many sharp left. Listen, how many times
ain't going 12 rounds?
No. How many times did Austin Trout hit Hurd? A lot.
A lot of times.
Exactly.
He ain't got no pop. He ain't got no power.
And Laura do.
He ain't got no power.
So Laura is way more technical than him, way more sharper. So what you think Laura gonna do to him? Way better footwork.
We gonna see.
I know.
We gonna see.
Dude gonna be bang, 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 bang. And the referee gonna stop it, or he ain't gonna be able to continue. I'm telling you, bro, it's not gonna be good. He be getting hit too much. He better come in there moving his head or something.
I think Hurt is good, man.
He ain't that good. He okay. He okay. I ain't gonna say he ain't that good. I think he can add some dimensions to his style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like what?
More head movement, more patience. But he got that Baltimore style. That's how they fight. You know, they come to you like that, non-stop.
Speaking of B-more, you seen Tank comments and stuff he been putting out?
What'd he say?
Just saying that he was forced to fight for the IBF title, and they thought he was supposed to lose, this, that, and the third.
Everybody get fights like that. They did that same thing to Adrian Broner. See, motherfuckers don't know that. I've been watching this shit. They did the same thing to AB when they put him against Ponce de Leon. And then all the promoters there was on Ponce de Leon. They wasn't even on AB. But they wanted Ponce de Leon. They thought he was on beat him. And then he got in there and touched dude. Fucked him up, actually. And everybody was like, oh, Adrian Broner lost. No, bro. He was hitting dude way too much. Too many clean right hands upside your fucking head. And then dude wasn't landing no punches. You get those fights. But them the fights, when you win, then that's when they switch on you. They can't just be on your team from jump.
Yeah.
Because you got to show. Because you got to remember they invested. Remember we talking about that investment. So, I'm investing in you, but you got to show me something now. So that's when they put him in there against Pedraza. But still, Pedraza was a good fight because he didn't have power. So I knew Tank was going to beat him. Yes, he can box, but Tank can box too. He's, you know what I mean? He got that natural style because he's a black fighter. So, and he got power. You see what I'm saying? So then you put another boxer in there with him who don't got power and he just can box, Tank gonna beat him because he's too strong.
Yeah.
He's too strong.
You think one of his negative thing about Tank is his height? Because he's so short, if he went against somebody that's a little rangy and loopy?
No, because Roberto Duran was only 5'6", and Ray Leonard was 5'9". So that's what I'm saying. It's the style that you gotta choose to fight and the strategic game plan. Because short fighters, you know, you gotta work the jab a lot. You know, move your head, Sean Porter. Not as like sporadic as Sean Porter, but that worked for my man Sean. You just gotta, you know, if you sharp with it, you be sharp. Work the jab and stay on the inside and break him down. You feel me? That's how you fight a taller man. You come forward. Unless the taller man stupid like Postal was and come to the shorter man as in Terrence Crawford, and then you fall in and you get hit with shit. Another good example of that is Diego Corrales and Floyd. Diego Corrales was supposed to box Floyd. When you go forward, you gonna fall in and Floyd gonna hit you. Because you can't box as good as him. You gotta make Floyd come get you. You know what I'm saying?